The supercomputing evolution is an important system when talking about power and progression in Tower of Fantasy. First introduced in the Gesthos Network patch of 4.0, this system amplifies the stats of our accessories, also known as Vera gear, by injecting a lot of buffs to set gears. By accessing the menu down here, you're brought into an interface that shows you all 4 pieces: the combat engine, microreactor, exoskeleton, and the eyepiece with the level indicator beside their respective icons. Currently, our supercomputing evolution can be increased up to a maximum of level 15, which some whales have already maxed them out fully. Jeez. Do bear in mind, you will need a lot of items to increase the levels, and let's get right into that. The basis of this system is simple. You gather algorithm data, which is this data piece that you can acquire from opening world boss chests, Final Trial Weekly, Evolution Vanguard each time a new patch drops, airdrops, not that type, light airdrops from exploration, and from the store, albeit that requires Dark Crystal or Tanium to purchase them. You also need to equip your Vera gears for this system to take effect. Let's say you remove one piece of gear, example this exoskeleton right here, you'll see a small icon suddenly appearing on the menu button. This means you won't get the stat buffs because you're not wearing the accessory. So do make sure you're wearing your gears correctly for the buffs to function properly. Now, let's say you've gathered a good amount of algorithm data. What do you do? I'm gonna explain the stats for each slot and some recommendations to help you out. The top 2, Combat Engine and Microreactor, adds the following stats: all elemental damage boost, flat resistance percentage, and healing buffs. The bottom 2, Exoskeleton and Eyepieces, add the following: all elemental damage boost, all attack percentage, and shatter. At a glance, the top 2 pieces are more for your mitigation and survivability, whereas the bottom 2 are more for DPS and attack power needs. However, since it's not that easy to level up the pieces, there is a recommended path of progression to ensure you don't waste your items leveling pieces which give less value, because you can't reset or get back your items once you have injected data into any of those pieces. Do pay attention to that. The recommended process would go as followed. Increase the bottom 2 pieces to level 4 each. At the very beginning, as you inject data, there is a chance of the piece leveling up randomly without using the full amount indicated here. It's purely by random chance. You also get some random +2, +3, and even +5 chances. Feels good! Once the bottom 2 is done, you then can focus on increasing the top 2 to level 4 as well. Reason being, the requirements for level 4 isn't a lot. After level 4 is when the amount required to up each piece increases by quite a bit. So once you get all to level 4, you focus on getting the bottom 2 to level 10 each. So it'll be 4, 4, 10, 10. From level 5 to level 10, there is a better chance to get those +2, +3, or +5 progress points at random. So even though there is a required amount here, with those bonus progress points, you in fact use less items than intended. After level 10, and when you go from 11 to 15, the chance to get bonuses is almost non-existent. I'm pretty sure you no longer get +3 and +5, so for each piece you do need to prepare 220 each. I kid you not. At most, you might get lucky 3 to 4 times, but you still need a good 200 plus pieces to level each of them. It's crazy. As your supercomputing evolution goes up, your DPS and survivability is noticeably stronger, as you gain a lot of attack power, elemental damage boost, resistance, and healing from this system. It all adds to your core attack and mitigation buffs from all other sources. That's why if you compare someone without any supercomputing levels to a well-refined level 10 supercomputing system, for example, the difference in performance is huge. Even without maxed out matrices, people are able to progress in hard modes as long as their supercomputing evolution is decently built. Each piece may look like it buffs a little bit initially, but when you add up everything, it's a whole lot of buffs that benefit you straight up. The only requirement is you keep leveling them up, by hook or by crook. Once again, we'll go through the various places you can earn algorithm data. For world bosses, you can use network keys or decrypted Kylo passkeys on world boss chests, and each gives you 5 algorithm data every time you use a key on them. Final trial, each week grants us 8 pieces when you beat the normal or challenge mode. Remember to do them weekly or daily, because you're also able to get them with these daily activity points for a maximum of 10 pieces weekly. There's also another NPC in Kylo's Autumn Day that sells these for credit points, so if you have some credits to spare, go get them. For whales or players that wish to purchase them from the store, there are also options to buy them with dark crystals and tanium. Not really something I'd advise, but hey, if you got the cash to splash, by all means, necessary. So you do you. Also, every time we get a new patch, we do have exploration light airdrops that grant us algorithm data each time we open those airdrops across the maps. Blue, purple, gold, they all give us airdrops in exchange for exploring them. Patch events also give us some algorithm data when you complete missions required, so be sure to do them all. Each little piece of data counts towards getting stronger. And not to forget our Evolution Vanguard. With every new boss, you get 60 pieces if you're able to beat all phases of the Vanguard boss. Really good for leveling up your pieces, so make sure you do your best to advance in this challenge. It's free. So to summarize, the Supercomputing Evolution is an important system that everyone should pay attention to as part of your progression. Even if you have good gears, good weapons, good matrices, and the latest relics, at some point you still will hit a brick wall that halts your progression, and this Supercomputing Evolution may just be the stats you need to break through. Regardless if you're Ep2P or a competitive ranker, you should prioritize this. Hope this guide helps you in understanding this system better, and if I left out anything, do let me know in the comments below. You've got this.